Hey there, it's Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com, and we're here today with a quick take look at Dell's Streak 7. This is a brand new, hot off the press Android tablet PC by Dell. It's a 7-inch tablet based on the Android 2.2 aka Froyo operating system. Future updates to the Android operating system hopefully coming down the road from Dell. But right now running Android 2.2. On board is a dual-core NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor. It's a dual-core ARM9 design with onboard NVIDIA graphics, so some real good horsepower under the hood. 7-inch capacitive multi-touch display with a native resolution of 800 by 480. Not exactly the highest resolution display we've seen on a 7-inch tablet, but we'll take a look at that next. It's also sports Corning's Gorilla Glass, so tough surface on top. Front-facing 1.3 megapixel webcam and a rear-facing 5 megapixel autofocus camera with flash on the back. 16 gig of internal storage, expandable up to 32 gig. Onboard 802.11 BGN wireless or Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. There's also a battery on board here with 2780 milliamp hour capacity. And it is on T-Mobile's network, a 4G cellular network by T-Mobile. Let's take a look around the tablet a little bit more, and we'll go into a full detailed review on the device in the coming weeks, but right now I'll take a quick look around and show you what it's made of. First, let's take a look at the previous generation Dell Streak 5 versus the new Streak 7. Streak 7 obviously a significantly larger tablet here on the right. You get a lot more screen real estate to work with on the Streak 7. However, the designs are very similar, almost identical actually. You have that same really slick, glossy black surface on the front with beveled edges on each side. Same relative layout to the device as well. Navigation buttons here on the right for the Streak 7, same thing in the Streak 5. The front-facing webcam is up top here for the Streak 7, over here on the left for the Streak 5, but for all intents and purposes the designs are nearly identical. However, what you will notice here on the same viewing angle, same table with the same screen brightness set, we have it set to maximum for each device, the Streak 7 does lose a little bit of viewing angle, unfortunately. As you can see, it's not quite as good as this Dell Streak 5. We'll tilt it up here, you can see we get a lot more brightness back when we're on center with the Streak 7. Let's tilt up the Streak 5, you can take a look at that. We really didn't lose a lot on this table at this viewing angle in front of the camera. So Streak 7 not quite as good in terms of viewing angle as the Streak 5. Let's take a look around a little bit more at the Streak 7. The other thing that some folks have been critical of with the Streak 7 is that the screen resolution, the native res on the screen, 800 by 480 could certainly have a little bit higher pixel density. There's no question about it. 600 by 1024 is the native resolution on the Samsung Galaxy Tab, so a little bit lower resolution display, but it's, you know, perhaps a matter of preference. Maybe you don't like things so tight. And here we are viewing HotHardware.com. As you can see, we're scrolling up and down the website. We've got pinch and zoom capability, actually very responsive screen, great capacitive touch capability. Let's flip, you can see the accelerometer in action here. We're now in portrait mode. And as you can see, things are pretty tight on a 7-inch tablet at even 800 by 480 resolution. In portrait mode, when you go to horizontal mode, things definitely come back a little bit more in focus. So definitely a lower resolution display on the Streak 7, but perhaps not a deal breaker for you. Now, software-wise, Dell loads up their Stage UI or user interface on top of Android 2.2 for the Streak 7, and they also give you that option for an over-the-air update for the Streak 5 as well. But the Stage UI is a multimedia-centric, I would say, user interface that allows you quick access to your files, applications, and utilities. Here you can see there's customizable tiles for the home screen that you can set up, and they've got predefined ones already loaded on the tablet. There's email for your most recent email, web pages for your favorites. You've got a home screen for your most recently used apps and utilities, Facebook and Twitter, and then of course access to multimedia. Let's go ahead and see if we can fire up some music for you and go back here. Let's see what do we got. So you can see there's the music player built into the Stage UI as well. And so, you know, a nice set of software utilities added on top of Android 2.2 to enhance the experience, certainly until Honeycomb comes out at least, and that's what you get with Stage UI. But perhaps what's most interesting about the Streak 7 is its NVIDIA Tegra 2 processor, which is a significantly more powerful chip. It's a dual-core ARM9 based design with onboard NVIDIA graphics. And compared to the Streak 5, which has a 1 gigahertz Qualcomm Snapdragon on board, the Tegra 2 has a bit more multimedia horsepower, to be sure, and it's actually pretty darn good on battery life as well. NVIDIA claiming 8 to 10 hours of HD video playback available on the average tablet device with Tegra 2. So we will be running some benchmarks and a full suite of performance data on the Streak 7 in the full review, and you can take a look at what that has to offer. But certainly the Streak 7 has nice horsepower under the hood for things like Asphalt 5, and hopefully it won't crash as much as I do, but certainly driving on camera isn't exactly the easiest thing to do. Regardless, I'm Dave Altavilla for Hot Hardware. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to check out our full review with benchmarks on Dell's Streak 7 tablet.